Hello, my lovelies. It is Monday. It is Monday. It's time to get some work done, and I actually am gonna start my stream with working on a little bit of a passion project since I have been working on my last picture book that I have ready. So I am gonna be spending my first sprint of the day working on that. Or planning out my garden in the new space when that happens. So I can start collecting seeds. Even though I probably won't start growing outdoors until next season. But we're starting the prep. How many beds I need, how much content, all the fun things. So I'm going to be doing some garden planning for next year. And potentially garden planning for indoors as well, or so a lot of garden prepping. So that is what I'm going to be doing because I love those things and I love planning, so I know what seeds to collect this summer. Anyways, hey Stacy, good afternoon. I've been booking it today. Lots of words. Love it, love it, love it. Hey Elena, hello. Doing some admin today. Wonderful, wonderful. Being productive, because that is the most important thing. Just staying productive. Yeah, I am going to continue working on the other picture book, the last picture book of the ones that are ready. After I finish doing my planning, the gardening planning. So we're gonna start there, and then I'm gonna move to the owl story. I've finished tweaking the photos or the artwork for the book, but I was in the middle of fixing or going over all the text of the book when I stopped working yesterday. I was working on a little bit on the book yesterday, so I only have to finish less of the text, which shouldn't take me too long, and then decide on some extra content to have at the end of the book. So yeah, I was also thinking if I should take my old... I made a dragon coloring book a few years ago that I was selling on Amazon. Very cute, adorable coloring book. And I was considering that to re-upload it on Lulu, because the paper is much better on Lulu for coloring books. So I'm thinking about potentially adding that back online, just having more stuff to sell online. So I'm thinking about it. Another thing I'm looking into, since I'm going to be illustrating quite a bit, it won't hurt having as much content as I can online, which I love. Anyways, we're going to start the first sprint of the night, I think. I'm kind of just eager to continue doing things I've been doing for the last half hour. Yeah, I'm basically, at this very moment, I'm calculating how much space 10, 6, 8, or 10 gardening beds, raised beds, will take. How much space it will take. To kind of know how much space I need so everything works out. If I have space for a greenhouse or not. all the fun things. Why is the color so weird? Anyways, so I'm eager to start doing that. So we're just gonna jump onto the first sprint of the night and get this party started. So guys, I'll see you in 45. And we are back. How did you do? Let me see. So, we're back from the first rain of the night. I've been pondering the garden at the new place. I'm trying to figure how I kind of want to maximize use of space. That is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not sure, but we are thinking. We're looking at not very maybe common uses or ways to grow. So that's just what we're doing. Really thinking how I can make the most out of everything. So yeah. Anyways, I want to try to maximize potential space. So I'm really trying to figure out how I can do that in the most beneficial and easy way. But let me see how you guys did. So, hey EMJ, hello, hey Melissa, hey Gwen. Let me see, Stacy. I need to pause to start dinner. My total for the day is 4,538. Well done. So I don't know if I'm going to worry about writing more today. My daily goal is 1,000. Yeah, that you can chill for the rest of the night if you want. Well done, really well done. Let me see. Stacy, I thought I would work on a mess I need to clean up, but it's a really big mess, so I think I'm gonna hold it off. Maybe after getting some food. Always feed your belly first. You always feel better when you feed your belly. Let me see, Melissa. Melissa, hey, I'll be in Zoom meetings for the next hour or so, but I have pulled up. Hope the Zoom meeting goes well. Gwen just got in from my doctor's appointment. I hope everything turned out good on your doctor's appointment. Elena, re-uploading some re-proofed books, and it's really, really boring, but it must be done. I feel your pain. Let me see. Hey, Devon. Hello, my dear. Hello. Stacy, I'm so frustrated with my youngest. I think I would like to deal with the mess instead of dealing with her. Valid. Hey, Morningstar. Devon, love the like button. And I can tell you the like button did appreciate it. So thank you so much for the love. So, yeah, I'm allowing myself to kind of get lost in the process of planning my garden, the potential future garden that I will be growing. Potentially, I will be setting everything up this summer, but I won't start growing anything until next summer. So I'm enjoying the process of trying to figure out how I can create an awesome garden that is easy to maintain. So that is what I'm doing right now. From gardening beds, comparing to how much I want to grow for the family, and so I don't go overboard. How sizes of raised beds so they're not too wide, so I can easily work in the garden without killing my back. What I want to grow and what companion plants I need to have with each plant to minimize pests and stuff like that, because I kind of want to make things as easy as possible. I go over all of them. Yeah, we're very similar in that. Like, I'm going to invest in like dripping system, watering system, because I just want to chillax. Planted potatoes, fed the fruit trees. Yeah, I really want to start having fruit trees. Like, we have apple trees, just indoor apple trees that I started from seed a few years ago that probably won't bear any fruit because they need a companion apple tree. I might try to salvage them to produce apples when we get the sunroom, the greenhouse. But at the moment, they're not producing fruit because they need a companion plant. I also have a avocado plant that I also need a companion plant for. I'm trying to decide if I want to grow plums or... Because I like plums. I like sweet plums. I like apples. I like lemons. Haven't decided if I'm going to try to grow lemons, though. Even though I do love lemon desserts. I absolutely adore lemon desserts. So I'm trying to pick and choose what I can and cannot do. And because I will have technically 3 designated growing spaces. Like I have apples, blueberries, strawberries. My strawberries died again. Yeah, usually strawberries do grow pretty well. I haven't given them a lot of not good space. We did just... Also, we have wild blueberries on the property. But I want to try to grow blueberries in pots. But I'm trying just to decide. Mandarins. Oh, I would love. Plantains. I would love to be able to grow mandarins, but it's too cold. It's way too cold here. But apples, blueberries, and strawberries are something that I can grow pretty easily here. I just have to pick the right type. And if I have it in a cold greenhouse, it's pretty easy. And maybe some grow lights over the winter or something. Cherry and peaches, peach tree. Oh, like I said, I really want a plum tree. I like also peaches are so good. But so I'm gonna potentially invest in a fruit tree maybe next year, depending on when I get my cold greenhouse. When I'm willing to invest in that. My husband killed my rosemary. We named her Mary. I replanted it, named Rose and lavender. Oh yeah, yeah. I actually killed my rosemary last summer. Have not done it again. I have not purchased another rosemary since, but I love the smell of rosemary. Absolutely. But I have a mint though that seems to be refusing to die no matter what I do to it. But yeah, I also want to grow a lot of cucumbers. I'm obsessed with cucumbers and like cherry tomatoes. So that are the 2 things I am going to grow a bunch of because I love it. That's when mine dies. Yeah, I'm trying. I've actually had that happen once, that my mint flowered and of course died. But now I try to cut it down every so often so it's never too big. So it's more like a small little bush. I actually need to cut it down before it gets too warm in my window. Let me see. Yeah. Like, when it concerns my gardening obsession, that would probably be the main reason if I ever moved from Iceland. That would probably be the only reason why I moved, to go to a climate where I can grow everything. That would be the only reason, because I want to be able to grow absolutely everything. But that is not possible, even though we're hoping to have both a warm greenhouse, a cold greenhouse, of course the outdoor area. But that is going to take us 2-3 years to set everything up. So hopefully in like 4 or 5 years, I will have the dream garden of my dreams. Hopefully. Let me see. Okay, I think we need to start the next sprint. I'm getting ideas on potato beds. Because, of course, I need to find things that are not going to kill my back. Preferably. Really need to find an easy way to grow potatoes without killing my back when I need to dig them up. So, let me see. Let me see. I want an avocado and a pineapple trees. My friends in Korea have an avocado, but I don't think they really grow there. Too cold. So I have an avocado plant inside. Actually, my mom has it right now because she has a warmer, bigger window and a warmer window. But we still haven't been able to get fruit from it. Pineapple, actually, they are a little bit of annoying. I have actually attempted, I did at a point have 3 pineapple plants. They take up a lot of room when they grow. I kind of gave up before they actually gave me fruit, but it was fun while I did. I think I couldn't find the right hormones to trigger a fruit reaction. Because you kind of have to give them a special, like, a hormone or something that you can buy usually in the plant store, and then they start bearing fruit. The pineapples. No, the pineapple, the avocado has not given me fruit yet because I need another counterpart. You have to have 2 avocado plants, the boy and the girl, and I only have the boy, I think. So I kind of need another. I probably need to buy it from a nursery to get the correct one, and then I hopefully can start getting avocados. I'm really considering getting myself another plant too, because I did grow my avocado plant from seed, and there's such a small chance of finding the correct partner for the avocado tree I have. They snapped in half, really, Devon? Oof. Yeah, I have to keep them inside. We keep them in the sunroom, and we're gonna try to keep them small, just little small bushes. That is at least what I'm gonna attempt. So same with apple trees. I saw on Pinterest that people were like avocado trees, apple trees. They were training them on like trellises to grow like this, like a wall. And I really want to try that with apple trees. Just like train them to follow like wires or something, so they grow in a, like almost like a line, like a wall. I really want to try that. My gardening skill, if I were a sim, might be 2. Have you seen vans that grow fruit? No, I haven't. Let me see. Okay, I think you need to send me it. I want to see. I freaking love thinking about growing stuff. The thought of going into the garden and bringing in a full basket of stuff I grew, I just love it. My hubs has the magic thumb. I'm good with indoor plants. Yeah, I used to have black thumbs. I used to kill every single plant I had. But over the last few years, I've actually gotten very good at it. But I'm still gonna try to. I'm still at the kind of the thought, instead of constantly being in the garden, now I'm trying to upgrading my gardening skills into the point that I don't have to put as much effort in it, and I'm trying to make the garden plant a little more self-efficient. Oops. So it kind of just can do its own thing, like automatic sprinkler or something, like water dripping system, raised beds, gravel or something on the floor, in the surrounding the beds, something on to keep weeds at bay, having the right companion plants so you don't get the pests as much. Something I never thought about, like having marigolds to get rid of pests. I never thought about it until like I think 1 or 2 years ago. And I was like, oh, you can grow plants that help with pests? Oh, I did not know that. You're always learning. Like I said, I'm no genius, but I'm getting better every year. It's a shared hobby me and my mom have. We love talking about the garden and growing and doing working in the garden and stuff like that. So it's a shared project of ours. So majority of the stuff I'm doing, she's actually with me doing. With me as well. Whew. Okay, we are gonna start the next sprint of the night. I am gonna work a little bit more on this plan, and then I'm gonna start working on the little owl story because I was so close to finishing. So, guys, let's do this. Let's do this. See you in 45. We're back from the second sprint of the night. The time is flying quite briskly, and I'm still looking at the garden stuff. I'm just trying to figure out how things are gonna, how I want things to look. So I'm still looking at how to organize companion plants, things I want to grow, and considering how many raised beds I'm gonna have, all that stuff. I'm still looking at numbers and rearranging stuff. Still. Which I'm actually having a blast doing, though. And I have a file here just to make things even easier. To make... Yeah. So yeah, I am planning my garden beds. Even though I won't grow until next year, but I'm still planning them. Deciding, because I love to get lost in this kind of stuff. And also then you can make preparations. You can make preparations. Let me see how you guys did. Also, congratulations, Devon. That is an amazing progress. Special item unlocked already. Congratulations. Also, Devon shared the Kickstarter link here above if you are interested to check it out. Let me see, can I pin it? Oh, I can't pin it from this end. Anyways, the link is here above if you want to check it out. And let me see, Gwen, I'm going to go finish making dinner and then it's back to re-outlining. Well done, well done. Devon, be right back. Got to do some admin things real quick. Well done, well done. Stacy, I filled out my Rogue Draft Challenge book and I'm getting ready to the youngest to the skits. Wish me luck that I bring her back home. The way she's acting. Yeah, I wish you luck. May the force be with you. Morningstar is answering Devon's edits for the book now. Well done, well done. Elena still correcting the proof stuff. Well done. Stacy, I'm 9K over my goal. I may have to try for 50K instead of 25. Yeah, why not? If the things are flowing, why not? Like, why not? Actually, I think I need to force myself to spend the final sprint working on this store. I'm so close to finishing this picture book or updating this picture book that I kind of need to get it done so I can add it to Lulu tomorrow night. I'm also looking at my coloring book if I should re-upload it or not, or update it. Since I have it ready. Should I be illustrating the other book? Yes. Am I kind of doing that? Yes. I have my iPad next to me. I just have to focus more. Let me see, Morningside. I do ask, do we make more money with 25K books versus 50K books? I wonder. Does anyone know? Doesn't it kind of also depend on the genre? Like, I know from some research I did that if you're writing spicy novels, having multiple shorter books like 25, 30K spicy stories, multiple series, is a very profitable market versus which is also catered to the short-term focus that people seem to be having. I mean, I thought about it. Smaller books are quicker to read, right? Yeah, they are. And I think it depends kind of on the genre, but considering how short our focus is lately because of obviously the evolution of technology and TikTok and social media and stuff. So that is actually a good question. Are short-term books potentially a better investment on your time than long-term books or long-read books? So it is worth exploring at least. I at least know that majority of my next books will all be short term. And like my big series, my young adult series, it's all going to be cut up into 20K ish books. Every single one of them, except for the the middle grade series. But the young adult series, I think they're going to be 50K over. But all the kids books, all short format. So I think that might be the evolution right now. Having shorter books, like series, is potentially a more motivating reading length. Because then the person that maybe doesn't read a lot feels accomplished because they read a whole book. Even if it's just 20 or 50K, 20 or 30K instead of a 50 or 100K. And maybe the reader that doesn't read a lot picks up the next book because he finished the whole book. And it will motivate them to maybe read a few books, which will potentially lead them to have read 100K worth of a story. Instead of having a 100K story and they look at it like, no, that's too big. I can't read that all. And move away from it because not everybody is as book thirsty right off the bat. So it's worth thinking at least. Worth thinking. That was an excellent thought. I was trying to find the word because I'm writing in Icelandic right now. My brain's like... I'm going into stores and bought the biggest book there so I could be immersed. Yeah, I remember when I was an early reader, I would kind of do both. I would take the smaller books and I would take the big books, but I would always try to that's why I love shorter chapters, because that is less overwhelming for when you're trying to focus and trying to read a chapter or something, or take it down to bigger or smaller chunks. But I remember having an easier time with the shorter books and feeling that accomplishment. I finished a book. It was in a big book, but I finished a book. Especially when there weren't a lot of pictures take up text space. So, besides, majority of the biggest books I was taking was usually animal books about animals, and there were a lot of pictures with the text. So, in my youth. Anyways. I'm going to start the final sprint of the night. I am going to change the text. And I am going to try to force myself to stop plotting my garden and start continue editing the owl story. So yeah. So guys, I'll see you in 45. And we are back from the final sprint of the night. How did you do? How did you do? It's been a very productive evening. I got a lot of stuff done. Let me see. I need to write about, add some extra content. So that is what I kind of need to do. Wait, I am moving some extra text. Okay, here we go. Anyways, how did you do? Like I said, I need to add some like fun facts or something at the end of the book for parents and readers and young readers. But all of that, this chunk is kind of almost done. I need to add the updated illustrations into the file itself, but the text is kind of done. Maybe read over it once more just to be safe, so don't have to panic about it. And yeah, then I can start adding this book onto Lulu. And then I will have added all 3 picture books and can start slowly working on illustration for the second, and the 4th and 5th one. I'm working on the characters. I just need to finish drawing the characters in all potential settings before I can start puzzling everything together. But I also need to continue illustrating for the middle grade series. A lot of drawing lately. A lot of drawing. Let me see. So, guys, how did you do? So, Stacy updated the rough draft challenge website. I need 3,759 words to complete, and only 235 per day. That's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit that properly, not for a few days. Yes. It's time for me to shut down and get the computer and head out. Good luck and see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, Stacy, and see you next time. Let me see. So we have Morningstar, 716 words at this sprint. Added a few chapters to the story. Adding a few chapters. Lovely. Well done. Devon, I'm back. That was an exciting night. Yes, indeed. When you make such great effort and progress in your Kickstarter, damn yes. Let me see, Elena, I got 75% through the book, but I did let myself get distracted a fair bit, plus breakfast. Doesn't kill ya. That's okay. You'll make better progress in the next round, so no worries. You're making progress. That's the only thing that counts, big or small. Gwen, oh my god, I've got almost my whole outline rewritten. Good job. Melissa made it in time to say goodnight. Hope your day has been very productive, Melissa. And let me see. Hello, goodbye to her. Yeah, you guys did an amazing job this evening. We made a bunch of progress. We should be very proud of ourselves. Yes, sir, indeed. Yeah, I will definitely need to be doing a lot of illustration over the next few days. I'm going to take off. I'm gonna take Friday off and Monday. These next coming Friday and Monday off, and I think I'm gonna spend my time just drawing, because I'm gonna have time off from work for 5-6 days. And I think I'm just going to try to do as much drawing as I can for the books. Yeah. So I hopefully will have some progress during that time. I'm really hoping so, at least. Yeah, I need to just dig myself into drawing mode. Yeah, there's So here in Iceland, there are red days or over Easter that usually if you are an employee that is considered a 100% full-time employee, you usually get those days off and paid. So there are 3 days. I don't work weekends, so the weekends don't count. But the 3 days that are red days, I don't work because they're red days. So I have 5 days off, which I'm going to use to dive into my artistic side. I have so many drawings to do. I still need to do 13 drawings, main drawings for the first part of 4 for the young adult series. No, middle grade series. So I have a lot of drawings to do. And I still haven't started planning my chapter art. But yeah. Let me see. Yeah, taking a few days off is going to be very nice. Gwen, I'm jealous. I would take you with me if I could, Gwen. On Wednesday, I have an appointment in the afternoon, but I shouldn't make it in the time to get the end of the sprint. Just do you, honey. We're always here. Always. Mornings are updates. Updates, yes. And also, if I update it, I'll let you guys know. I really need a few days, especially since it's going to be a very busy May, and June is going to be very busy, very hectic. So allow myself just to draw and relax for a few days before the pressure hits is going to be very essential, so I survive with my sanity. Whew. Let me see. Gwen, on Wednesday I have to be in the office again, so I might make it to the last sprint. You just do you, honey bun. Wednesday is an office day, but I work at home on Tuesday, so once I get here, Gwen, the argument for moving to Europe gets stronger. Yeah, it has perks. The reason why May and June is very hectic because, as you guys know, I'm working on selling my home that I am living in right now. We're in the process of advertising it and finding buyers and stuff like that. The new house arrives to the country the end of May. The end of May, the new house comes to the country, is shipped into the country. So potentially end of May, the house gets here. We are working on the under the house, the platform, the base. What was the word again? The thing under the house. Because I forgot the word. Foundation, yeah. So we're started. We're going to be starting hopefully this week or next week on the foundation and crawl space foundation of the house. We just finished laying the pipes for water. I need to do the septic or dig for the septic. So everything's happening in May. Everything's happening in May. The rest of the things I need to do to do for the house is happening in May, right before the house gets here. And then we have to do the holes for the wiring, the electrics, all the stuff. Everything's happening in May. So in beginning of June, I have to finish everything connecting to the house when the house gets here before the middle of June, because then I'm going to Turkey. So on the 15th of June, I'm going to Turkey, and I have to have finished every single thing before then. I also have to send my fur babies to my parents' home in May, and they will live there until we move. Also that. So you will not hear a peep. You will see no fur babies from May to the end of June. Imagine that. Yeah, I'm going to Turkey. the house, yes. I'm very, very stoked. Gwen, yours also your birthday in June? Yeah, I'm gonna be in Turkey on my birthday, so it's gonna be very fun. I've never been abroad on my birthday, but it is all my dad's big birthday. So my dad is having a huge birthday celebration, or huge. It's his 70. He's 70, turning 70 this June. My Meanie Darkwood Jr. She turns 30. My other sister turned 40 last year. So we're gonna stick to a hotel resort and have a wonderful, relaxing time. Oh wait, my May 1st is mine. I should be right. Whoa. That's my wedding. The house. My brain is just, no fur babies. So no fur babies for a month and a half or 2 months. All the fur babies are my fur babies. My sister's fur baby E has already moved to my parents. Then my mom has one fur baby. So they are having their adjustment period right now at her place. And my girls will be joining them in May. So they are fully adjusted to the location when we move the house, and they know their property pretty well. Yeah, the whole family. It's the first family trip we're gonna go on in 30 years. So it's I'm more excited. No worries, I will take pictures. I will take all the pictures. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to Turkey this summer. It's gonna be fun. It's a huge resort, and we're gonna celebrate, relax, recharge the mental batteries. Of course, they've been helping me with all the house prep. Are gonna see the ruins. I don't know. I have no ideas. I kind of decided that I wasn't gonna take any decisions. I just told them, let's just do what you guys want to do. I'm here to relax. So it depends on what they want to do with the family. So, and the birthday boy. Since he's turning 70, he's gonna be allowed to make some demands. So we're gonna see what he wants to do. It's not every day you turn 70, so yeah, it's very exciting. There's so many places I can want to visit there. Yeah, I need to do a list when it gets closer to when we go. I will probably start Googling things to do there and stuff like that. Took him 70 to get the axe. Yeah, he's very similar to me. He's a little bit of a diplomat, just like I am. So, and we have 2 Scorpios in the family, and the Scorpios tend to make some demands because Scorpios have a strong will. He's a Gemini Cancer. I'm a Cancer, but he is a double astrology sign, and he's a major diplomat, so he will always find some way to make everyone happy. But this time around, we're doing something major for his birthday to really make him feel special. So that is the plan. But we're gonna get someone to house it, so we won't have to worry about the house being broken into or anything, because we will have someone house it, the property, so I can go and relax, and someone will be living in our property and taking care of my fur babies and all the fur babies and the chickens and all the things. So, which is very nice. Makes me a little less anxious, because I did not want to leave my fur babies for the trip. Anyways, Melissa, they would have such a blast. I'm actually a little sad that the catio won't be up before I go out, before I leave. I probably won't be able to put the catio up until I get back. So, you should just. It would be so sweet, because of course, my family has chickens, so you would have to feed the chickens and feed the girls, and then my mom also feeds the wild birds on the property. I actually got my best friend's son, my best friend and her son to take care of my animals, and her son is very excited to take care of the animals. He's a major animal lover, so he's been doing like, when are they leaving? Can they go now? I think he's more excited about the chickens than the cats, but he also loves cats, but chickens are something new. So it's going to be very fun. And also, if you're house sitting, the chickens usually, like when we are home and they are allowed to roam during the summer outside, they will go below the kitchen window and gawk and knock at the window for my mom to feed them, which is hilarious. Yeah, it will be very fun. He's very excited to take care of the birds and the cats. So if he could have his way, I would probably leave tomorrow. And also, like, usually I will take care of her cats in return, which is very nice. Yeah, he's a total animal lover. They are super demanding. Like, we have the shy flock and we have a little demanding, almost rude chickens and rooster. Yeah, if he had his way, I would be leaving tomorrow. He's been doing research and looking up things to know taking care of chickens, so it's going to be very fun and easy. And of course, they get to keep all the eggs that comes while we're gone, so this is my goal, to spend 6 months in a different location, get the flavor, make some friends. It would be fun. Oh yeah, it would be so lovely. I would love to start traveling more, but who knows? Soon as I settle down in the new place, I can't wait. That's the only thing I think about these days, to move. Anyways, it's been, we've just reached our 3-hour mark and 3 minutes. I can feel my voice is starting to crack. So I am going to call it quits for the night. Have a wonderful evenings, my dear. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, where I've hopefully finished putting the picture book on Lulu. So guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I'll see you guys later.